might be your phone is secured, but your smartwatch is not. So if I hack your smartwatch, through your smartwatch, basically I can get into your phone data, I can grab the information, I can get your health information, and I can get lots of other notifications I can get from your phone. All these things possible just because of your smartwatch. Exactly happening in industry is completely different, and what exactly in academic which is happening is completely different. It's not because of hacker they are trying to hack in a very high end technique, but the main reason of they are getting hacked just because of the misconfiguration. They are getting hacked because of a one employee who do mistake basically.
So is it always a guy in a hoodie, or is it something much boring?
Hacking is much more boring. Okay, I'll tell you the.
Also, when I'm on their network, what exactly does the hacker see? So I just connect to the Wi-Fi, and then without even I have to like click on any allow or OTP, they can directly access my data.
Exactly. Because they can have an access of your gallery. You're just connecting to cafe. You're coming to a cafe and you're just connecting to the free Wi-Fi. It is highly possible that I can come into your phone and I can take all the photos and I can blackmail you. So anything is possible if you're connected to the free Wi-Fi. So that's more dangerous. Now, Grok AI, by the way, now it is stripping the clothes of any person in online. Now, that is the main reason I will tell people not to upload your photos anywhere else, which is actually more dangerous. You are supposed to be anonymous every time, because once if the photo is released, it's released. You can't.
So talking about the passwords, so corporate people, they definitely have strong passwords. But as a common man, what kind of password should that person have? And also, should they also have additional kind of security along with that? Don't watch your phone because your phone is always watching you.
That line definitely I can put it in the billboard.
Welcome to my channel. My name is Sal Sabila. Our today's conversation is going to be very interesting. We all use smartphones for everything, from bank accounts to private conversations. But most of us have no idea that how easily all that can be taken away. So our guest today is the founder and CEO of Ethical Byte, a man who spends 24 hours of his life thinking and working like a hacker in order to keep us safe. I present you Manoj Kashyap, the CEO and founder of Ethical Byte.
Hi, so thanks for inviting me basically. So this will be a great pleasure to have this podcast, by the way, for the public basically. So yeah, it will be more interesting. I believe definitely it will be moving through ahead.
So thank you so much for joining us. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great because whenever I start my day, I always check in terms of cybersecurity how it goes basically. So in terms of forensics, also in terms of like the daily life of internet. So when I wake up, I never start from my phone with the Instagram for sure. That's how it goes. But yeah, based on the level of confidence the people are using internet today, it it matters a lot, like how they see internet on a regular daily life. So it matters a lot. Yeah.
So I really wanted to start with a lighter conversation, but I was curious. So you could have worked at a tech giant, like a giant tech firm with a massive salary. So why did you decide to start a cybersecurity company? And I really want to know how Ethical Byte happened.
So let me tell you one very basic info before I start into this pattern. So when I start Ethical Byte, so yeah, I am founder and CEO of the Ethical Byte. At the same time, I'm also co-founder of a SnipKit basically. Now the people are, why I started Ethical Byte for the few reasons. I can see that in an academic, basically the cybersecurity, which is one thing, which is very, long beyond the technology where they're actually learning for. Second thing, when I speak about the cybersecurity inaccurately, the people, they don't even realize how exactly internet works. They don't even realize how exactly network works. So people think that internet means it is okay, the Instagram, people they think that okay, internet means either it can be the WhatsApp, social media, YouTube and all the other things. But they don't even realize what they are holding in their hand and how they are surrounded with the digital devices, which is actually more dangerous than we think, by the way. And definitely I'll be covering some of the topics. It will be more interesting for this podcast for the people, so that they can understand how they are right now in the dangers. Even though they are watching this podcast, they don't even realize how actually they are in dangerous field right now. So I'll definitely coming to that picture. But yeah, Ethical Byte I started because of two reasons. One is I wanted to give a better delivery of a cyber security content for a student where they're not understanding properly. Second thing, there is a field like, specifically when I speak about an industry, what's exactly happening in industry is completely different, and what exactly in academic which is happening is completely different. So I wanted to bridge a gap between this academic and industry basically. So that's how the ethical byte, born long
Right.
back. Yeah.
So thank you so much. So do you remember the first time you realized that we all are vulnerable online and you need to do something for that?
Yeah. Uh, the first time when I realized is very long back. Basically, when I was in college, to be frank, I started my whole career in terms of EC, it's electronics and communication.
Okay.
But I jumped into the cybersecurity field because I realized how internet is dangerous. Second thing, when I was just going through about, I hope so. Everyone they heard about a very famous person called Edward Snowden. He is an US person, and he hacked into the NSA basically, and right now he's in Russia. So I was definitely inspired by that person.
Okay.
And right now, even he is not able to stay even in US because of the legal issues.
Right.
Now, right now he is in Russia because of all the major, hacks and the defaults things what he already found. But the issue was, as a big person like him, because he was in the military there,
Okay.
right? Even that person found very much difficulty to find what exactly happening in our devices. That too, how the government is handling our device. I hope if you see about even in our Indian government also, basically they have taken some rules long back, like they can able to watch your in WhatsApp messages and all, like they can
Right.
able to monitor.
Right.
So Sitaram basically, later it been removed and all the other things. So like that, every country they have their own policy for their internet and to monitor their data basically. So those issues I found more critical, because I am watching some video, I am watching some pictures, I am trying to browse something. That data I don't want to share to any person. When I see my phone, I feel I'm very dangerous. It's like a bomb to me basically,
Right.
because it is most one of the dangerous thing, which definitely I'm going to tell you like how exactly it's going to happen. Yeah.
Right. So yeah. So as a founder in a high stake field, so how do you handle the pressure, knowing that your product is the only thing that is standing between a hacker and someone else's data?
See, I definitely don't feel that as a pressure, but I feel that as a responsibility, because it's my responsible. Like how exactly the cybersecurity, field need to be delivered for the people. How they
Right.
are need to understand the cybersecurity. It's not like how they understand in industry is completely different. How they understand in academic is completely different, basically. So, like I feel responsible that for these people, I want to deliver in such a way so that they need to understand cybersecurity very much clearly, like in an academic version itself, because these are the people they'll come to an industry, and these
Right.
are the people where they're getting hacked basically. So our public people, they don't even know exactly what they're doing in their devices. So that's the main reason. I mean, definitely I feel responsible than pressure to deliver the high end, um, uh, basically the cybersecurity content for them, by the way, by doing research. Yeah.
Got it. Because a lot of companies, they face a lot of breaches.
Yes.
So what is something they can do in order to avoid that?
You're speaking about the companies, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the first thing is, let me just come back to a very clear path. Now, because people they may not understand, okay, how companies are securing their servers.
Right.
Because when I speak about a company is driven by the data.
Okay.
Now, whose data? It is yours and mine data. So it will be a public data, or it can be anyone's data. Either you take any name, any whatever the company is, they are driven by the whole data of the public.
Right.
If I take a very big name like Meta, Google, and all, even they do deliver. I mean, they do handle. They're surviving just because of this data. Now, just to secure the data, they are going to put their more than 100% of their efforts into the servers for the redundancy. They have several backups and so many things, but still they will be getting hacked. The main reason is not because of hacker they are trying to hack in a very high end technique, but the main reason of they are getting hacked just because of the misconfiguration. They are
Okay.
getting hacked because of a one employee who do mistake basically. So like either he'll be on a busy Monday,
Right.
he'll come to the company, he'll be on the pressure on the work. He looks like it looks like a general mail, so he never sees that it is a fake mail because he's in a pressure. He'll go through that mail. That makes him the whole company vulnerable basically. That's how the hacks basically goes.
Got it. So, what is one thing that people constantly get wrong about getting hacked? So, is it always a guy in a hoodie or is it something much boring?
Actually, to be frank, hacking is much more boring. Okay,
Okay.
I'll tell you the easiest way. It's not like in a movie, person in a hoodie is sitting at 3 a.m. and is trying to do something. But basically, if I just have a conversation, when I had a conversation with multiple CEOs and founders in cybersecurity field, so when we had a conversation, we came to know and we realized very clearly hacking into this technique or into the data is much more easier, to be frank, just because of few reasons. The person who is going to sit at 3 a.m. he is not going to do anything, but the more way of getting hacked is the misconfigurations. And as I told you that phishing basically, or the social engineering, by the way. So these are the things will make the company more vulnerable, to
Okay.
be frank, than the other things.
We all use free Wi-Fi at cafes or
Correct.
restaurants
Correct.
and everywhere.
Correct.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate the security of that? And also, when I'm on their network, what
Mm-hmm.
exactly does the hacker see?
See, commonly, first of all, when I speak about the Wi-Fi technology, right? So it's not only in the cafes. Commonly, people they use it in cafes, either in the airports, basically. So if you want me to rate from 0 to 10, definitely I would rate very long back if it is zero, because of the WPA3 was not been implemented. So now, if you ask me, I can better rate more than 5 for WPA3, but still I'll be preferring for a public network. In a rating, I can able to prefer from 3 to 4 only. The main reason is, let us consider I'm just going to connect to the cafe, right? So there are several people in the same place. In this, people will be connecting to the same network.
Yeah.
You might be not knowing, whenever you are visiting to the google.com, he might be changing the DNS in the cafe in the router. Might be it is hacked. You don't know like where you are just connecting to. When you're visiting to google.com, it might be a fake google.com. So it can be the fake Facebook, it can be anything. You're accessing his internet basically, right? Whatever you're watching, you are actually watching his pages.
Oh,
So he can control whatever he want to. He might able to inject a virus in your phone. You don't even believe it takes a maximum 60 seconds to get into your phone. It doesn't mean whether it's in iPhone or Android. So in the cafe or airport, if you're connecting to the free Wi-Fi, public need to be more and more cautious, specifically when they're logging in through those networks, because you never know how it's going to move ahead. So generic public, they don't even see in their phone
right.
like how exactly, because they'll see okay it is just a Facebook, they'll see it is just a Google, they'll just type the username and the password. Either it can be any website. They don't even watch what's exactly happening. Even in our new phones right now, even in our browser, we don't even watch the URL. We don't even watch
Right.
how it is secured. We'll just visit and we'll move ahead.
Yeah.
So that's most vulnerable basically for the public to get into the Wi-Fi networks in a public. Yeah, that's for sure.
Right.
It's
So,
more dangerous.
so I just connect to the Wi-Fi, and then without even I have to like click on any allow or
Yes.
OTP, they can directly access my data.
Exactly, exactly. So because your browser have the permission to access these applications,
Okay.
so through your browser they can able to get into your phone. And to be frank, I always prefer the people not to save their photos and all in their phones. Basically, I do know that people have a habit of taking selfies,
Yeah.
all these things for sure. But the main reason is why I don't prefer for the public, people to save their photos in their phone is just because if they're connecting, if they're secure enough, they know how cybersecurity works, it's well and good. Otherwise, I definitely don't prefer, because they can have an access of your gallery. You're just connecting to cafe, you're coming to a cafe and you're just connecting to the free
Yeah.
Wi-Fi. It is highly possible that I can come into your phone and I can take all the photos and I
Right.
can blackmail you. So anything is possible if you're connected to the free Wi-Fi. So that's more dangerous. If you see outside, there's several things right now which is happening. On that, that there are several cases are also being claimed as of now in 2025. By the way, at the end of the 2025. So yeah, that's been happening like that. So better I never suggest the people to
Yeah.
connect to the free Wi-Fi for sure. Even though let them purchase the Wi-Fi for whatever it is, but not to connect to the free Wi-Fi.
Right.
Yes.
That is scary, guys. Okay, my next question is cybersecurity isn't just about the code. So it's
Correct.
about human psychology. So
Yes.
how do scammers make smart people do stupid things like clicking on some link or sharing some kind of OTP?
So one thing is sure, we have seen such cases, like the people who don't know, what do you call the cyber security basically. It's not more surprising they are getting hacked because they are not aware of cybersecurity. Now, the people who are all in companies, the people they know cybersecurity, they are in a very good state. They are educated people. To be frank, these are the people are getting hacked more. Now, it is actually surprising to know, you know,
Yeah.
uh, what is the main reason? Like how these people are getting hacked is for three reasons. As you told you about the psychological way,
Yeah.
they'll try to fool these people by doing some payments pre-early. They'll take a trust issues. Now, trust is the only one which is more dangerous, to be frank, even in internet, even
Yeah.
in your browser also. Because when we try to install some application, I hope you remember every public they remember, they'll say, yes, 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 continue, continue, and install. Because they'll trust those things and
Yeah.
they'll install. The similar thing will happen. So when they go to either it can be in the marketing field or in the stock markets, because they're getting highly paid. I mean, these people, the people who are all in company, they're getting highly paid.
Right.
Now, where they'll use their money? Every person they wanted to double their money, so they'll wanted to invest somewhere. Now, this hacker they'll try to gain the trust basically. So they'll be connected. Even though, see, there is something called APT. That's advanced persistent threat. So this APT is a main key role where they'll take either 6 months, 12 months is not a problem for these
Okay.
people. They'll take a trust with you, they'll be connected with you for 6 months, 1 year, 2 year, just to gain your trust. So once if the trust been established, then they will be, getting those people will be getting hacked and they'll be doing a blackmail in such a way where you can't even tell for the public.
Oh.
So that way they're going to do, and they'll be, getting hacked, and they can't even tell for the public just because of this reason. And there are several cases. To be frank, it's not even in the public right now because they're hacked. They're afraid to tell whether this person has done something wrong or not.
Oh.
So like that, they'll make the blackmail, and they never tell these people to go and complain. Also, people they never complain about this also, even for the police as well. So that's how it has been happening. Yeah,
Got it. I mean, that's really, we got to be really, really careful.
yeah,
So please,
yeah,
you
definitely.
can sip the
Yeah,
coffee while we are having the conversation.
sure.
So my next question is like it's a very common question.
Mm-hmm.
So it's regarding the public safety and
Correct.
everything. So scams are getting smarter these days,
Correct.
and it seems like it's no longer the lottery email or SMS thing. So what
Correct.
is the most sophisticated scam that you have seen lately? Like which even a smart person can fall into that.
See, the better even a smart person is being getting scammed is, as I told you, one is the trust issue for sure. The second scam, definitely, I would able to prefer for, in online. Commonly, what we do is, I hope so. In the Windows, in our PCs, we do remember that we have the firewalls. We can switch off, switch on the firewalls, but definitely we cannot do that. When we come to our phones, basically, we don't have such thing called firewall and all. Now there are something called obfuscation technique. Basically, the company people they do use, by the way, to protect their applications so that it can't be. They'll try to protect all this kind of social engineering techniques.
Right.
But the most important, the people are getting scammed is just because of one reason is social engineering. Now, social engineering is one of the very much sophisticated way, where even right now, I hope so. You heard about the AI,
Yeah.
right? Now, how AI is, it is more dangerous than cybersecurity. To be frank, I'm telling you. Even the person, I hope so, Elon Musk, by the way, he
Right.
himself says AI is more dangerous. So even he's into AI, and he
Yeah.
become famous just because of AI.
Yeah.
Now he himself says AI is more dangerous because of this reason. Now AI can do better way of social engineering, but still it can be detected at one point. But yeah, so smart people will be getting hacked just because of the high sophisticated way of doing social engineering using AI. Yes.
Got it. The next question, the set of questions which I'm having, it's regarding the digital security kit. Like,
Okay.
so if someone is watching this right now and they want to know how they can secure their life, like
Mhm.
in the next 10 minutes. So, what are the three things they must change on their phone right now?
So before I, give these points for the public, I would like to tell one thing. Just 2 days back, okay, 2 to 3 days back, I hope so. Everyone knows about the former Twitter, X.com.
Yeah.
Now it's a very public news right now. I don't know people they know or not. Now, Grok basically Grok AI, by the way. Now it is stripping the clothes of any person in online.
Right.
Now it's a very public news. Just 2 days back from now. Now that's more dangerous. Where he himself says AI is dangerous. The same person who released an AI
Oh.
by using the same AI. Now the people who already posted their photos, right, in the Twitter, either it can be anyone, either in any platform, they can take that photo, they can put it in the grok, and they can ask them to remove the clothes, and it will be removing the clothes and it is delivered. Now that's the scariest thing to use AI, you know.
Yeah.
Now that is the main reason I will tell people not to upload your photos anywhere else, which is actually more dangerous. You are supposed to be anonymous every time, because once if the photo is released, it's released, you can't hide it for sure. It is most dangerous because it's been already gone.
Right.
Now you can't do anything with that photo. If someone done with the photo, whatever he do, you can't control him because your photo is already live. Now that is actually scary. There are several, complaints being filed as of now. Today, even now, it is going on in
Yeah.
news. So these are the public safety where they need to think before using a technology. Now technology is being getting more precise, yes, of course, but I definitely feel people in the coming, this now after watching this podcast, what I'm trying to tell for the people is, see, better not to post as much as possible photos in public. Specifically, I prefer the full scale photos.
Right.
Selfies and all, definitely it's okay. And second thing is, I would also prefer for the public to make sure there's something called password, right? So people, they'll keep the password as their phone number, or else
Yeah.
their combination of the date of birth, or else they'll be using their combination of
Yeah.
the known names basically. Even I feel every people phone now, I mean the phones right now, what they're using, they're going to keep their pin basically.
Right.
The pin is either their phone number or last four digit where they remember, but that four digit is resembled somewhere else in their diary, in their dictionary, right? So that I don't want them to keep it on their phones, because
Right.
it's much more dangerous again. Because if it is an offline attacks and all, people can able to hackers can able to hack it within 2 or 3 minutes maximum it takes. So that's more dangerous commonly, I feel. So people need to be also more careful in terms of social engineering attacks before they enter their username and the password.
Right.
Always try to, this is a very good fact for them. Before you type, even though if it is original website, no need to worry, go to the site. Before you type your original username and the password, always try to type fake username and the password once,
Okay.
for the first time. Because if it is a phishing page, it goes to the first time, it is going to take an input and it redirects to an original one. So
Okay.
always remember, for the first time you type your fake username and the password, even though if it is original site, then go for the original username and the password. At least it will be more one step ahead, you will be getting hacked. Yeah, so these are
Got
the
it.
three things where they need to focus more as of now. Yeah.
So talking about the passwords, corporate people, they definitely have strong passwords. But as a common man, what kind of password should that person have?
Yeah.
And also, should they also have additional kind of security along with that?
As you told me that corporates, they'll be also having strong password. Unfortunately, no.
No. Okay.
Because they do even keep the password like 1 2 3 4 5 6, which we have seen. And that's the main reason of company data has been getting hacked.
Okay.
Okay. And that's the most scariest one. I feel people, they supposed to use the password manager, because password manager, at least for a person to getting hacked is 8 digit password. That's gone now. There is
Yeah.
no such thing called 8 digit password. Keep at least some 16 to 32 digit password where even you don't remember.
Okay.
And it should be completely what do you call, a kind of Caesar case kind of thing. Basically it should be, or else it can be some kind of cipher password where you can keep. Basically you don't need to remember your password, because password managers remember your password. So even I use right now, I have more than 500 600 accounts in internet, but
Okay.
not even a single password I do remember right now also. Because our brain is not used to save our data. Because our brain, specifically human brain, is designed to think, not to save the data. We
Right.
have phones to save the data, we have data, I mean hard disk to save the data. Why we need to save our password in our browser?
Yeah.
Why you need to save something when you already have some password manager to do that? So better not to save the passwords, but keep the password completely a gibberish password where you can keep, so that hacker, they cannot able to hack into your password much more easily. So to be frank, I'll tell you one of the scariest thing. uh, when it happened even from World War II, basically, the people, they have collected so many ciphers, even SHA-2, SHA-5 and all the things, where they had a communication from banking sectors, from defense mechanism. The cached passwords right now, even they do have even in their database. Companies are waiting to, why they're waiting is so that the technology can come in such a way so that they can break those things later. So even the hash password is most dangerous right now, because at some point of time in future they can hack into. So companies are saving all these hashes. even though they cannot break it, but they are doing it for the future. Definitely, you will be dangerous.
Yeah.
So always keep changing the password, whatever it is. Yeah.
Got it. So we trade our data for free apps.
Yes.
So we keep signing up here and there. So
Correct.
is there any app that you refuse to use for your personal work?
Definitely, if I say some application name on the podcast, it will be more dangerous.
Okay.
But still, I would like to tell one application called Truecaller. One of the most, definitely, I would hate that application for 2 to 3 reasons. One is, let us consider I have my phone number. I never, installed the Truecaller. Now, Truecaller don't even know my name because I never
Yeah.
installed the Truecaller, right? But the problem is you installed the Truecaller.
Yeah,
Now
definitely.
you have saved my number. Now the people they have an access of your all the contacts. Now indirectly now they know my number and they know my name.
Oh.
So they are trying to take, even though the person who not using Truecaller, now those people they can able to get into that logs. If you just see the the pattern of the recognition of a phone number, it's just because of this. So they don't even know like how it's been happening. But I definitely don't like the Truecaller for this reason. They are trying to take uh, personal information of the phone numbers, of their names, everything, even though the people they have not registered.
Okay.
So same way, even I feel for Meta products. Even Meta products, I definitely hate, including Instagram, including several places. I am not in Instagram for sure. Even now, I am not even in Facebook. I am not even in several social media accounts just because of these reasons. Unfortunately, I am in LinkedIn. Okay, and I say unfortunate because as a corporate I supposed to be, so
Yeah.
I'm in LinkedIn, and definitely this is how basically it goes. Yeah.
I need to be really careful because I'm personally addicted to Truecaller and a few more apps. So I would suggest that we be very careful when we are signing up for those
Yes,
apps.
definitely.
And regarding incognito mode,
Yeah.
so is that actually private or is it just a myth?
No, it is definitely it is a myth basically. So it is going to give you some kind of security, but still incognito mode also uses your network. If there is a network based attacks, whatever the browser, however you use, it doesn't matter. But I always prefer if you are using VPN in your phones. Right now, also my phone. Right now, when I'm using my phone, it's always VPN is active. So I feel people to use VPN always in their phones, always in the network, whatever it is. Either you use a general browser, it doesn't even matter. Why incognito mode? That is the question basically. Why you are using incognito mode? So that you can be escaped from some scenarios, right?
Right.
You cannot because you are accepting the cookies there, right? When you visit some website, you can see there is something called accept the cookies before you access the site. When you accept the cookie, even in incognito mode, it will be more dangerous. Either it can be in regular browser or else in incognito mode. So that feels bitter truth basically. Incognito mode it won't be that much secure if you are if you are already using the hacked network, by the way. Yeah,
Right. So it's just a myth then.
it's definitely it is a myth basically. Yes.
Okay. All right. So in 5 years, do you think we will have more privacy, or is it just the privacy concept is dead already?
In 5 years.
Yes.
Okay. So privacy, I definitely feel that like how the condition right now, it is going to be the same condition even in 5 years. It won't be dead or it won't be completely secured also. I'll tell you the main reason. If I go back from now previous 5 years, it's exactly the same condition where we are right now.
Right.
So even after 5 years, I can't see anything more changes just because of the AI integration right now.
Right.
AI is trying to secure more, precise way, but there are some other AI where it know how to, bypass those things also.
Right.
So there is an offensive security of AI and there is a defensive security of AI. Since AI versus AI, that is the most one more topic basically, where it is even after 10 years, I feel it will be the similar condition where we are discussing right now. Someone else after 10 years, same time, same thing will be discussing again, but in towards the AI security, by the way. But yeah, so I don't feel that security will be more improvised, but every time hacker will be trying to find a loophole to break into.
Right.
So when when it will become more secure is when every people they feel responsible for their own data, and they feel when the people they know how cybersecurity works, everyone they know how the networking works. When these things if they know basically from by the public, then definitely might be not even in 5 year, in might probably in 1 year everyone would be definitely secure if they
Right.
know how it works. Yeah.
Got it. So If you could put one warning or a piece of advice on a billboard, so that everyone in countries would see, so what would that be?
I would definitely say this one, like quote and unquote. I'll
Mm-hmm.
say like, you know, definitely. Mm, okay, I can say like this:
Okay.
don't watch your phone because your phone is always watching you.
Oh,
That
don't
line,
watch your phone because your phone is always watching
yeah,
you.
that line
Okay.
definitely I can put it in the billboard.
Got it. So we've talked a lot about the outer world of security and tech. So, but what do you personally do for your inner security? So, I mean, what is that one habit or ritual that keeps your mind calm and everything around you to be like really safe?
See, when I commonly use even my own device in
Mm-hmm.
my home, basically.
Yeah.
So when it comes to family or when it comes to home network and the corporate network is completely different. So I always feel safe when I'm using VPNs because again one myth, there is something like whatever the VPN they use they will be secure, definitely no.
Mm-hmm.
There are some unencrypted VPNs. It is like man in the middle attack where basically people they can recognize what you're using even though if you're using VPN. So it's none of the same. Now that's the main reason. Basically, I always tell people to watch one movie called Edward Snowden,
Mm-hmm.
which I also told earlier. Basically, I definitely ask every person in the world they need to watch that movie. It's not a fake story; it's a real story,
Mm-hmm.
which has happened. I definitely feel people to watch this. So based on that, commonly even now I use every of my devices I use VPN. Now when I'm just trying to use, now the people they cannot find my device. My right now my device is in some other country, even I'm using my internet right now, even the WhatsApp right now. So they don't even see where I am right now, they can't even track me because right now I am in the location basically. And even the Bluetooth devices the people are using, the
Right.
headphones they
Yes.
use smartwatches nowadays, they are purchasing a lot of headphones whatever they want to. But the problem is they don't even realize how dangerous that is also, because some of the Bluetooth versions they can able to get into their Bluetooth. Let's say you're using smartwatch,
Yeah.
right? uh, might be your phone is secure but
Mm-hmm.
your smartwatch is not. So if i
Oh.
if I hack your smartwatch, through your smartwatch basically I can get into your phone data, I can grab the information, I can get your health information, and I can get lots of other notifications I can get from your phone. All these things possible just because of your smartwatch. So smart devices better to reduce. If you're using, make sure what technique those people are using. Based on that you can purchase and use it.
Got it.
So yeah, that's how it goes.
So that was Manoj Kashyap for you, ladies and gentlemen. So if you were able to understand even a little bit of digital security, then go ahead and hit on the subscribe button so that I can get you more legends and discuss more interesting topics ahead. So thank you so much for watching this. And
Thank you.
thank you, sir. Thank you for being
Thank
with
you so much.
us.
Yeah.